Thank you all for coming out tonight, and two things. First of all, I'm sure y'all are wondering what season it is. Coming in from Halloween into Christmas, and a little crazy. And as far as crazy, I just want to tell y'all, if y'all thought we were running around like chickens with our heads cut off today, you're right. Yeah. For those of you that know, we went, all of the leaders were in Texas and flew back in yesterday afternoon. So we have just come back in. We did not want to reschedule anything. We said, we can do this. We just may look a little crazy. So y'all forgive us if we are a little bit off today. I want to welcome everybody for being here. We've got a great house full of people, and we've got some wonderful guests. I'm Tammy Owens. You're in my home. Thank y'all for coming. And then we have a really special guest here tonight, Holly Park. Holly Farr, for those of you who don't know, every one of us have 3 jewelers above us. That's called our upline. And Holly Farr is my premier great-grandma. Okay? And she's Candy's grandma and Brooke's mama. Okay? So if that makes sense, we're excited to have Holly here with us tonight as our guest. Hey, girl. Yay!
Because I saw all this cryptic stuff.
It is her house.
Okay, so first of all, I want to welcome all new jewelers. So if our jewelers tonight will introduce the new jewelers, I will get started, and all you have to do is stand up when I call your name. No pressure. Okay, so we'll start with Tawana Allen over here. This is my new baby. On Saturday, and this is Tawana's second time around, so if it doesn't work the first time, you know what, ladies, don't give up. Come back when it will. Okay? Never give up on premiere. And then Rhonda Berry. Stand up, Rhonda. And I also have a guest here today. Keisha, where are you? Are you hiding?
She's in the back.
Keisha, she's intimidating.
Hey, Keisha.
Okay, Sandy, you got anybody?
Yes, Crystal, stand up. She's my brand new baby. Closed out her training show today. Ended up being over $300 or over $600. Sweet. And the other girl's not here yet. She was thinking she's on the way. Okay. So Kelly's on the way. She actually has her training show on the 20th. Okay.
Beth has some guests.
Yes.
I'm going to introduce her.
This is Angie Mallory, and she is a new jeweler. She's also my cousin who just had her last premiere show. She swore to everybody ever, but didn't sign up. She has a new jeweler. I'll let her introduce already. And
awesome!
She was at that show, but I decided that I was going to do it, and she is already signed up and waiting for her kit to arrive, and she is she's she's my cousin, but she's gonna be my new daughter.
And then Angie we also brought somebody really special with us. This is both of our Aunt Katie.
And then I brought another friend, Kathy Godfrey.
And then I also have another new jeweler here. This is my friend Lily. Lily just did her first show by herself and it was over $600.
All right, I know Aunt Kay.
Oh, I got Laura. Not on purpose, I'm sorry. No, this is Laura.
I'll get her. You doing all right with that?
I'm sorry.
She fell down my stairs.
I know, it looked painful.
Luckily, there were people there to catch her.
Yes.
And so she didn't Because I've fallen and no one was there to catch me other than my butt.
Good thing you got a big one.
Yeah. But I was hurt.
I'm her sister, I can get away with that.
All right, anybody else? Oh,
This is my new jeweler, Nikki. I'm so excited to have her.
Yay.
All right, and we also have a guest. This is Heather Ayers. She is a jeweler in another group that decided to come hang out with us tonight, and you've got some guests.
I do. This is Alma and Sarah and Heather.
Nice to have you. And Mary Beth is here tonight.
On Friday, my mom helped me pack because I'd be leaving on Friday to go camp.
We got some good recognitions tonight, so y'all pay attention and be ready to hoop and holler, okay?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and just get started with recognize anybody that's had a birthday since our last training. So we're going to say
Our
happy
last
birthday.
training together was in August, just to
So we've
refresh
had
your memory.
September, October birthdays. Anybody? No? Okay, crazy. Now, stand up if you're at training tonight. Keep standing if you were here last month, which would have been at Cross Point Church. You've been 3 in a row. All right, y'all can sit down. The reason we do that, it's super important to be at training. Obviously, it's technically optional unless, you want your business to work, and then it's not. You need to be here. So, those who train definitely remain, okay? You seriously need to make sure you're here, so I'm speaking to the choir because y'all all right, so, if you're wearing 7 or more pieces of jewelry, stand up. You're the official jewelry lady. Alright, and if that's funny because we always say, that's how you know if we're looking like the jewelry lady, be your walk-in advertisement when you leave. You're going to have on lots of jewelry so people will talk to you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with recognizing what you've done over the last 2 months. So just think about it, back to August and September is what we're recognizing. So if you did a show between $200 and $500 in either month, stand up.
Just to the best of your memory.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Start that again.
That's my mom.
Just hit play and have it ready. Listen, we're going to attempt the high five line. Y'all want to come this way?
I need a hug.
Andy, I'm thinking the high five might be difficult.
Yeah.
All right, look. High five each other. How about this then? Okay? How about this? Catch. You're all going to end up with one of these, so just catch. What is this? What is this? If you had a show, okay, super sad because August top retail, my baby, she's not here. She's having some family issues, so just be praying for Samantha McHenry. But she had an awesome start to her business, and her August was $4,236 retail. That's for the 5-year-old and a brand new baby. Okay? And, most shows was Kat Chapin with 5. And the highest home show was Samantha McHenry with 2213.50. And she was also in the update for number 8 in the Southeast with that show. September, our top retail was Judy Williams with 2213.50. And then the most shows was Sarah Cox with 5. Did you already? And Shirley was our top sponsor. Alright, if anybody else is recognizing the update, these are the only ones that I know for sure. We had Sarah recognized for Rookie Club, which she did in August. And then 25 home show clubs she hit. Beth, I know, was in there for Amethyst. And Bill there, right? And then Mindy Cronin was number 17 in the Southeast with an $1,800 home show.
Wait a minute. There was somebody recognized for number 1 show. In
Oh, yeah.
Southeast, Miss Candy.
I think she had like a $3,400 show.
That was a God thing.
I think it was to be again.
That was a God thing. Now I'm going to hand it over because I was told that I had to get rid of myself for this part.
Yeah, get out.
This part.
So we're gonna pass these out. You're gonna put your stuff in your purse.
Yeah, throw them out. We're passing them out.
Okay?
Here, hold on.
I'm going to have to get on my own camera. You're welcome to go with the camera. Who's good with the camera? You good with the camera? Huh? You're not? Who's good back here with the camera?
I got kicked.
Brianna, Dean, can you handle the camera? What do you want me to do? What if I bring it to you over there? Here, you think about it. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you turn it around.
What's your name?
Victoria.
I was like, you was in trouble.
Are you going to eat it?
I did pretty good with that section.
All right. Everybody got my Okay, so I'm not sure how many people heard, but there was some scheming going on, and there's not always bad scheming. Sometimes there's some good scheming, right? Okay, so here's the deal. Leaders just got to go to a special trip to Texas, and we wanted to make sure that our leader, Brooke, was a senior leader by the time she got there. And that's a big feat, y'all. In order to be a senior leader, you have to have 3 designer legs, correct?
Yes.
Okay? And what that basically means is it can't be all one family that's rocking and rolling. Okay? You have to have 3 different legs. And in your entire 10-10-10 of your kids, grandkids, and great-grandbabies, you have to have 100 jewelers to get to that senior leadership level. Okay? Now, Brooke just had her 10-year anniversary and premiere, and she's a very, very hard worker. And Candy decided she was going to call on Jimmy, her husband, because he's the one that does all the reporting, to find out, well, how close is she?
I found out she posted on the Cabo Sisters page.
Okay, so we found out how close she was, and Candy sent out a message to some of us and said, we're going to do this, okay? Find how many people you can get a hold of, share this business like crazy. There's a lot of people that need this business. Get out there and share, and let's see what we can do. So here's what happened first. Beth, come on up here. Beth rocked it out, and she made it to designer. So I hope you like this. I created this today.
Aww.
So you're a new designer, and see, you're changing lives one stroke at a time.
You're going to have to look over here, too.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about this award, all right? Now, Beth rocked it out. Well, she's got a little competition in this room, and there's nothing wrong with healthy competition either. Y'all need to have a running buddy, Shirley. So Shirley says, oh, no, you don't. a designer. A designer means that you have 7 first-level jewelers in your premier family, okay? You also have some more 36 shows within here. And so she became a designer as well. Well, during all of that, what happened was our lovely Candy. Woo! Come on over here. Our lovely Candy, by helping Shirley, she bumped on up too. She wasn't even trying to do that, and it caused her to promote as well. So Candy, you are our newest 3 diamond. So Candy's our newest 3 diamond designer. And that means she's got 2 premier leadership legs and 75 jewelers. Okay? And then last but not least, we have Brooke Woodward. She was the ultimate goal here, right?
Yes.
Okay, come on up here, Brooke. We got to share a little bit more about how this happened. So, Wednesday night, or no, excuse me, when did we leave? Wednesday, Thursday.
It was Tuesday.
Tuesday night, I get a message from Candy, and she's like, Brooke just texted me. She knows.
I'm like, I thought it was safe to submit them. They were not safe to
So
submit them.
they're all gawking over there trying to get these things taken care of without Brooke knowing, so we're going to surprise her in Texas. She sends me all this message. She knows. Okay? I think we're going to have it. You know, they're all coming in. Next morning, she says, I think one's not going through. You got anybody? Rhonda? Rhonda? I was like, I'm talking to a few people that really are interested in Premier. Let me see what I can do. And so I got Rhonda, and I met Rhonda at a show. We've only met one time. It was God's perfect timing. Rhonda needs this. She's blessed. And what happened, that was number 100. I wrote the new jeweler number, and I put 100 exclamation point and texted it to Brooke, and she's like, what? And the reason I did that is because she already kind of knew what was going on, and the day before we leave, I knew she was going to be stressing to try to do it on her own, and I said, just relax. And she became our lovely senior leader, which makes her a 4 diamond. All of your hard work.
You did great.
Yay.
You know what? I'm so proud of you because you did great. On Friday.
Mary Beth, no, we've heard the story.
Now I know Holly wanted to come up and say a couple words as well. So y'all.
Hold on, let's get a picture real quick while we're up here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my own picture of you.
All right, real quick. Over here, we're going to have to look at Tammy, Sam, and Howard. So, all right, ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, look at Sam. All right, look up. And y'all, Kelly's here now. She just got here. Her training coach on Monday.
And y'all, this is the definition of teamwork.
Yeah.
And we are all a family, and we can all pull together and help each other. You don't have to be in the same leg or line. Help each other, and this will happen for y'all too.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm going to wear.
Well, I'm not going to take too much time because I know how important agendas are, but it is an honor to be here. And I want to start with Shirley and Beth. I know they're like a dynamic duo in healthy competition from what I hear. But Shirley came to our house a couple weeks ago, and I got to meet all 5 of her children and her husband, and that was a great evening together. And girl, you just keep serving others and serving the Lord, and God will continue to bless you. This is a huge honor to go designer. And you know, it's like the top 5% make it to designer. So it is a big deal to hit that level. And also Beth. And it's kind of funny because Beth and I go to the same church, but there's only 8,000 members there. So we know a ton of the same people. but we've gotten to know each other through Premier, not through church. And so we have a lot of common ground that we didn't even realize until Premier. So but this bookmark says faith, hope, and love. And look, if you keep the Lord at the forefront of your business, that is the secret. That is the secret. You know, I'll be honest with you, when Josh and I started Premier, we got in because we needed money. But Premier is so much more than money and titles. That's just the benefit of you serving God and honoring Him. That is the forefront of what we need to be doing as jewelers. Candy is like the ball of energy, 9 months pregnant. I mean, I'm like, in 2 years, when you're chasing that little boy like I am, you ain't gonna be so hyper.
Maybe like a tat.
My little boy zaps my energy. But, I found this today. I got to go shopping. This was fun. It says, hope is an anchor to the soul.
Oh,
and I thought, yeah, how fitting. And I told Tammy when I called her, I said, I didn't know, I was going to bring a sheet cake. And she's like, well, yeah, we have cookies. We don't need a sheet cake. And then I said, well, I'm going to go get them a plant. I'm going to get something that lasts. And I couldn't find the plants I wanted. So when I found this, I said, Tammy, every time I see Candy, she's got her cup in her hand. But y'all, we are about giving a dose of hope. And if, like I said before, if you'll just take the focus off of yourself and put it on helping other people, all of us need a dose of hope. And our job description should be to find those people who need Premier. And then I'm gonna cry.
That's all right. I've been crying. So.
Brooke, come on up. I'm gonna. This girl, she did not think Premier was ever gonna be for her. And for 3.5, 4 years, she said, I don't have the personality. I can't, And I just stand here and I'm like, if she hadn't had the courage to try, none of you would be here. And it wouldn't be orchestrated the way God has orchestrated it all. And it was because she stepped out of her comfort zone. And who are we not sharing with? Or who are we, thinking they don't need Premier? And it's not just about that one person, but it's about the multitude of people that God can reach. So she is awesome. And God has used her, and she has humbled herself. Lord, I'm telling y'all, this girl, for 10 years, she works. You do not make it to designer 1 diamond, 2 diamond, 3 diamond, 4 diamond by chance. You work. And this girl works. And she has called me numerous times. She has a heart for her people. She wants to serve. She prays for y'all. I mean, her heart is so right. And this is just a result of her hard work. And anybody in here can do this if you just keep doing the daily grind of, you gotta do the office work, you gotta do the behind the scenes work, but just loving on people. And I found this today, and I was just like, this is Brooke right here. Let your courage set you free. It took courage. It took her having courage. And the first time that she went and did a show, she called me and she said, "Holly, my knees were shaking." She said, "I went into the cul-de-sac and I called Jimmy and I said, I can't do this. I don't have Holly's personality." And I said, "Girl, my knees were shaking the first time I did a show too." Okay, we all start that way. We all start nervously. But I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And God is just all over her family because they truly have their priorities in order. And y'all do remember, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers. It's easy to get excited and, we go for titles. And it's great to have motivation. But our priorities have to be God, family, and then career. And she does that. She truly does put her family first. And I just believe that's God blessing her efforts. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Thank y'all for letting me be here. And it is just awesome to see how y'all work together. And I'm just honored to know you. I'm honored to know you.
I just want to thank you so so much. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for each and every person in this room. And Candy about killed me because I don't look at my numbers. And a lot of leaders are like, how do you not look at them? Because they drive me crazy. And I kind of have an idea where you guys are and what you need and what your needs are, and that's all that really matters. But when I did, I looked at the numbers because I knew I was getting fairly close, and Beth had been sharing like crazy, and I just wanted to see honestly how I could help her, like she needed me to help her follow up or whatever. And I was floored, and I knew, who's going to scream and yell more? That's when I texted her. I texted Candy. Jimmy goes, who are you texting? I said, Candy. The phone should be ringing any minute.
It was ringing.
But it wasn't ringing because she was excited. It was ringing because she was mad at me. So when I realized what you guys did for me, there weren't words. I cried for like a couple of days. I just could not believe it. I'm so touched that it doesn't matter. It does matter to me where I am, but it matters more what you guys did for me and what you put yourself out there and sacrificed. And that just means the world. I can't even tell you guys.
And there is no I in team. And this is teamwork. And just to put in perspective, too, I said the top 5% in Premier are designers. Because you all know builder and then designer. But senior leader is what Brooke just promoted to. We have a little less than 40,000 jewelers currently. She's in the top 200. It is a big deal. But I'm also going to tell y'all, it is a huge responsibility. Because the future of this company is dependent upon the senior leadership. And it is so critical that we take that to always remember the philosophy, purpose, and plan of Premier. So, it's awesome, but at the same time, she's got a lot of responsibility on her shoulders, and she needs y'all as a team to help her, keep the company at the with the right focus. So,
You guys are awesome.
yes, it's awesome.
Hey y'all. Hey. I don't know how to follow that up. Okay, so I'm going to do the devotional. This is a book, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, called Keeping It Personal by Joan Horner. You can find it if you're interested in it. It's kind of like a little daily devotional, and Joan is really good about just tying in God's Word in our business. But you can find it on is it the service store, Judy? On Premier's main
Yes,
page
under
if
the
you want
service
it.
store, under other supplies, I think it is.
Okay, if you're ever interested in it. But tonight we're going to talk about encouragement as a lifestyle. And it says, let's return to each city where we previously preached the word of the Lord to see how the new believers are getting along. And that's Acts 15:36. Encouragement is not a one-time event. It's a commitment for a lifetime. That's how Barnabas looked at it. He and Paul returned to people they had already met with to encourage them some more. That's a lesson for us. We encourage again and again. We don't quit. We are there for people. Now, sometimes we need to receive encouragement ourselves, right? And that's good. But don't use that as an excuse to stop reaching out. From the examples in the Bible and from human experience, we can understand that God places a high priority on encouragement. Encouragers care about people, and encouraging is a lifestyle for them. To be an encourager will cost us time and will not always be easy. People don't seem to have crisis at convenient times. We have to care enough to encourage others in a personal, loving way, no matter what the schedule. And for my own life personally, I find that the Lord has a sense of humor. It seems that the areas He wants me to encourage in typically are my weakest areas, right? So, I guess what she was trying to say is not to use your weaknesses as an excuse, but to rather allow the Lord to just use that particular area to strengthen others through. And then also they wanted me to pass around, this is our prayer journal. If you're new, you may not know, but Premier has a prayer ministry. So they actually have people on staff full-time, and their job is to literally intercede and pray for you. In my own business, I've been in Premier for a year now. I've had Jan, who kind of is over us, reach out to me twice personally, which is really powerful. Once over the phone, and when my son was born 10 weeks ago, she wrote me literally a handwritten note of blessing over my son. So they really take this seriously. They really pray for you. So what Brooke wanted me to say is that whatever you want to pray about, just make sure that it's clear and you write your name, your jeweler number, and your prayer need, and make sure that it's legible. So we'll pass that around. Yeah, let's pray first. Jesus, we just love you, God, and we thank you for the wonderful company that you've established in Premier to not sell jewelry, Lord, but to bring us together as women. I thank you, Lord, for the trip to Haven and the encouragement and the blessing that you gave us through that. I pray over each jeweler in this room right now and those who are thinking about becoming a part of Premier, Lord, that you would give them clear guidance and clear direction in the path that they would go, that you would allow us to let our walls down as women and our vulnerability to rise so that we can reach out and touch those specific women that you place in our past, Lord. I pray blessing over everyone and for every woman in this room that needs encouragement, Holy Spirit. I pray that you would just give them a fresh wind on the inside tonight. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. All righty, who's ready to get some training going? Okay, well, first of all, what I want to do is I want to share Premier. We've got several guests in here who have some interest in Premier with us. So I want to go through what Premier is, and for all of you jewelers in here, I'm going to go through a format that is going to be super, super simple for you to share the blessing of Premier. And the reason I put it like that is because sometimes people are so afraid to open their mouth and talk about this. You think it's so much of a business that you just, I don't know everything, I can't do that, I can't go talk to anybody and share this. You know what? It is not about it a business. It's about a need. It's about people. It's about loving and sharing because it can bless somebody. Okay, so you do not need all the details. You need to know some basic things and have a heart for what Premier is and want to share that with somebody else. Okay, now I will send this out so you'll have it so you can do it on your own. But it is a very simple format. And so what we're going to do is I will go through this briefly. And when you're sharing with your friends, family, prospects, and so forth, you can do this as quick as 10 minutes, or you can sit down and make it a little longer if you're having a conversation. The point is, you just getting it out there and sharing. Don't be afraid to share, okay? When we're finished, I'm going to take anyone that is here to hear about the business. We're going to go into the dining room. That way, if you have questions, we can talk about questions, okay? All right, so Premier Jewelry, it could be for you, and it's as simple as 1 and 2. There are 2 things that Premier does for you. First of all, they offer a golden guarantee on the jewelry. And this is something where Premier stands behind your product. On all manufacturing defects, they will cover that piece of jewelry. For the first 60 days, it's free. After that, it's $5 plus tax, so you've got a wonderful product to offer. The second thing is that they have the best hostess plan out there. This is what's going to keep your business going. Y'all keep that in your mind when you're thinking, I don't know anybody. Because you have enough friends to get you started, it's this that's going to keep you going. Okay? Your cost to give away the 30% in free jewelry that Premier gives away is only $8. Every show, as long as she has a $100 show, Premier is going to give her 30% of whatever that show is. From $30 to $300, it's only going to cost those jewelers $8 to give it away. Okay? Your cost to give them the bonuses, there are 2 $50 bonuses. One, she holds her original date for you, which keeps your calendar safe. She has $100 in pre-orders. That's money waiting on you. Jewelry already there for her. That's a $50 bonus. It only costs you $6 to be able to give that bonus to her. And then the second $50 bonus is when she helps you get 3 bookings. Did you hear what I said? She helps you get those. She wants that $50, so she's going to ask her friends which books your calendar. That's only going to cost you $6 to give that away. And I'm sure y'all are thinking, but why do we have to do that? Why do we have to pay for that jewelry, right? Anybody thinking that? If you don't pay something, the IRS is going to tax you on all of that. They think it's income. Now you've bought that jewelry for a tiny fee, which is a protection and becomes a write-off. Okay? Now, I know y'all came here going, well, how much money am I going to make? Because most of us do get into Premier for money. That's why I got into Premier for money. You heard Holly say the same thing, but it becomes so much more. So, first of all, you show the jewelry, it sells. Jewelry sells itself, and you profit 50%. If you have an average jewelry show of $400 to $500, you're going to make $200 to $250, and you get paid first. You do not wait on a paycheck. That money goes in your pocket that night. The second way would be to be sharing and building a Premier family, which is what you saw going on up here. Okay? You take friends, family, ladies that are interested, you tell them all about what Premier is, how it's blessed you, and you bring them into your Premier family. And for every one of those in your Premier family, 3 generations deep, you make 10% off of those ladies. Now, ladies, that's an incredible way to make a life-changing, job-replacing income. And I have been able to experience that personally because I had a full-time job when I started Premier, and I lost it and had to use Premier to eat. Now, there's 2 investments to get your business started. First of all, you simply pay $395 to be the jewelry lady, and this is what I love about that. That $395 allows you to make 50%. All those other companies out there that cost you 0 to 100, they're making nothing. Okay? $395 lets you make that 50%. It also lets you sell in any city or state, and you also get an office staff to help you work your business, and you receive supplies and services to get going. Okay? Now, you also want some jewelry. Now, here's the thing. Jewelry is not required. But if you have a shoe store, don't you think you need some shoes? Okay? You're going to do a whole lot better if you have some jewelry to show. So Premier gives you a couple options for your jewelry. You could pick any piece that you like. Say you're that annual hostess with tons and tons of Premier, and you just want a few select pieces. They'll let you buy any piece you want for 50% off. Okay? That's our cost. But the best option for you is this awesome Premier boutique. They didn't have it when I started. This is awesome. You actually get a jewelry store in a bag. You have 30 plus pieces of pre-selected jewelry from Premier that are top sellers. You have all the trays, your tablecloth, your bracelet bars, necklace stands, all that good stuff. Y'all, you are ready to go. Who loves their boutique? Okay, loving it. All right. So you have jewelry ready to go, and then Premier offers 100% financing. So if you don't just have the money laying around like I didn't, you could potentially get Premier financing as well. Okay? Now that boutique is $475, so if you've got that plus your $395, you're looking about $870 plus tax, which is amazing to start a business and have all your supplies. When I started, it was over $1,200. So this is a great deal. Now, there's 2 ways that we're going to earn you some more jewelry, okay? You want as much jewelry as you can fit on your table and carry comfortably. And the reason that is because the more jewelry you have, the more people will buy, okay? So, the best way to get your jewelry is what? Free. Okay, if I was giving tickets, I'd give y'all one. All right, so free is the way to get it. Premier gives you several ways during your business to earn free jewelry. I just earned $600 in free jewelry from Premier, so I got to get out of the holiday line $600 in free jewelry. Went on my trip to Haven and got an email that I earned $600 more. Y'all, that's just from working your business. Okay, I'm not buying what I can earn. And so what they do for you in your business is you earn free jewelry at your training show. Your training show is your big debut, where you're sponsoring jeweler, the lady that brought you here tonight, she'll do all the work for you. Okay? And then you will, at that show, earn lots of free jewelry because you are the hostess. Then the second way you're going to get jewelry is through your quick start. Premier offers this awesome plan. If you will just hold shows in the first few days of your business, 6, 9, or 12 shows over your first 60 days, you can earn up to $400 in free jewelry. Isn't that awesome? Okay, free jewelry, free tables. So think about it too. If you hold 4 to 6 shows, you've already paid your investment back. Just that quick. Do you know 4 to 6 friends that would help you? It's that easy. Okay? Now there's 2 dates, and then you're open for your business. The first date would be for you to set a date to do your application. And that's something, if you wanted to try for the Premier card, we could even try that tonight, just so you can see if you can go for it, okay? And then you want to set a date to do your application. That's when you sign up and you pick out your boutique and you get all this fun stuff. It's so much fun and you become official. Then the second thing you do is set your training show, your big debut. You're going to invite all your friends over and they're going to be so excited for you. Do you know what the best part of this, right now, this season? Everybody's shopping. Y'all, if you open a store right now, they can shop from you. Okay? So set a date for your training show and you will get all that free jewelry. Remember we talked about that? You're also going to get all those bookings. Your Premier Mama is going to go around and work all those ladies in the room and fill up your calendar for you. Okay? And you get all the money. You are going to make all the profit at that show. So she's going to be up there working her little booty off, trying to make your show the best success possible. And you make all the money. Isn't that awesome? Okay, but let me just tell y'all something. As you build that Premier family and you go out there and do that show for that lady, Premier's going to pay you $200 just for helping. So you get paid when you sponsor as well. So it's as easy as 1 and 2. Very, very simple. So what I would like to do now is take those ladies that are looking into Premier and we'll go in the dining room. So if you have any questions, I'm going to be able to answer those for you now, okay? So if you will just come out with me, we'll go do that and we'll let the rest of these ladies get on with some training.
Okay. Who knows what's in 73 days? Y'all win. Okay. So, are you ready? Are you ready to do your shows for Christmas? It changes a little bit, but not much. Now, can you see my hat? Okay, and if you can't see my shoes, they used to have bells on it, it drove me crazy. So, I took them off, but this is what I wear at every show. Plus, I either wear a red or a green top and black pants or whatever. I look Christmassy. Oh, God, please don't post me off.
Girl.
So, I don't walk in with this. Once I'm ready to start my show, I'm excuse me, and I turn around and I get dressed. Okay. So, this is setting the mood for your show. But before you do that, and I'm going to go through what's on the table here, but what you want to do, there's a few things you want to give your hostess to get in the Christmas mood. So there's a couple different invitations, and I'm going to pass these around. This is a postcard that you can mail out, so she's starting to get in the mood, and even though it's October, you're thinking Christmas because you want to get her in the mood, okay? So this is postcard, or you can send out a paper invitation, something cute like that, to your hostess or to her guests if you're sending those out. So I'll start that way. Okay. All right. Then, so you've done your normal stuff that you're doing in contacting your hostess. 1 week before the show, you're going to send some fun mail, and this is. You can put a little snowflake that you can get at Hobby Lobby or find them at the dollar store with a note. This one says, "Yay, our show is only 1 week away. It's going to be so much fun." And sign your name. So she's going to be, "Oh, how exciting," and send it in. I don't know if she mailed it this one, but you can mail it in the medium-sized bag as well. My hostesses love when I mail them something. They're like, "Judy, I love getting all that mail. I open that before I open the other stuff."
So a week prior.
A week before. So I'm going to pass that on too. Okay. Now, what you also want to do, send her a Christmas card. Okay. You can send her a Christmas card for Christmas, but also if you have a January hostess, and we're going to cover January next month, but send her a Christmas card. So she knows that you're thinking of her, whether it's for Christmas or for January. And I learned a tip. I don't even remember where. Oh, I know. It was on a Jammies and Jewelry call. It was where she starts, and I can't remember who it was, but even though it's January, okay, let's say it's January 2015, and she has her hostesses, she starts writing her Christmas cards out for those hostesses, and she does that for all of her shows. So come time to mail Christmas cards, they're already done. She's got it already addressed. So, did I take that advice? No. But I will next year. Okay, so you can mail a Christmas card. Then, again, this is for a January show, but you want to mail it beforehand because you know what? Everybody gets lost in Christmas and they forget, oh, I have a show coming up in January. So you just want to remind her, this is another fun mail, don't flake out. Okay, this one says, don't flake out on your premiere jewelry show. We're going to have such a great time with your friends and family at your January jewelry show. It will be all about you.
I love that.
So the kids don't flake out. Okay, so those are just a couple things that you can mail out, but you definitely want to keep in touch with those hostesses November, December, and January because you want to keep it in mind. Right, keep it up. Well, at least over here. All right, now as far as your table, you want to keep it festive. I put little, what are they? The mini stockings. Of course, I forgot to put those. But Tammy has, you can put any kind of Christmas tree with some little boxes. We have M&Ms over here, but you can do the red and green M&Ms.
M&Ms.
They have M&Ms? Okay. Do some red and green M&Ms. Put a little spoon in here so they're not putting their fingers in it. And then what you can do is, after the show, just put what's not used in a plastic bag and you've got it for your next show. But everybody likes having something like this. A candle. You can burn a candle that has a Christmassy scent, cinnamon, or, well, my favorite is from Yankee Candle Christmas cookie.
Oh, love that.
Right? It's all over my house. You walk in my house, you think I'm baking. Surprise. But anything like that, so it gives the mood. You can even bring music, Christmas music, to play, and put it underneath your table, and he'll be like, where's the music coming from? You can do some of the boxes, the premiere boxes, or you can wrap a box and just have them along your table. You can even use this as your booking activity, which changes it to being festive as well. Okay. Here's some.
I'm going to go over the booking stuff.
You're going over this?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Anything with bookings, I got it.
Okay.
Or January or thing.
And don't forget the Xbox.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was.
Julie, where did you get your slippers?
I got them 3 or 4 years ago at Cracker Barrel.
Really?
But I did see them last year in Kroger.
Really?
Yes.
No,
And
you could just wear some black slipper-like shoes and put a bow on it.
yeah, you can do that too, but everybody thinks these are crazy, so I will pull these out actually for my show this weekend. Actually tomorrow night. I will be starting to dress like this. So, booking, setting, okay. But you don't spend a lot of money. Go to the dollar store. You can even get some garland and, put it around your table. One suggestion is, the confetti kind of stuff, don't use it. Word of advice. Doesn't work. But anything that you can think of, but again, don't spend a lot of money, go to the dollar store. Anybody have any questions? Great, Santa Claus is going to go sit down, and our 4 diamond designers are going to come.
Okay, I'm going to take this off so y'all will take me seriously.
Whatever.
Well, I guess he was gonna say something.
You better put that on. I worked hard for that, girl. You better wear it.
You want to know who the boss is around here?
Right here.
Okay.
You might have to wear that ever training. What you talking about? So you gotta hand it over.
We don't have to pass the Okay.
Reshow that.
Okay, ladies, we are going to talk about some fun things you can do for Christmas. And I know y'all think we're crazy, but I know it's October. But like Judy said, go ahead and start putting, that's why right now you need to. And then once Christmas hits, the ladies' houses you're going to are going to be decorated for Christmas. So they're going to clearly be thinking about Christmas after Thanksgiving. But before Thanksgiving, just putting a little touch of something. And again, like Judy said, please don't spend a lot of money. I just want you to do, maybe just pick your favorite thing, honestly. Like one little touch. I got this from Hobby Lobby last year. I think it was $5. And that's all I put on my table. Because I'm real fancy. I keep things as simple as possible. One year, the only thing I did was a little bowl with Hershey Kisses because I'm a freak about germs and I didn't want people touching the M&Ms. And then another year, which we're going to do these as a giveaway, I found these at Hobby Lobby. So they just say Merry Christmas because it was in October and I couldn't find any Christmas things for training. So anything like that. And I'm going to email you guys. It's a list of Christmas ideas. So if your brain is going, no, we will email this out so that you can get that. All right. So a couple of fun games just to what's it called? Break the ice, not cut the ice. My husband laughs at me because I always say things wrong. So when you're just standing there introducing yourself, you can just hold this sign up and people will look at you like you're crazy. Or sometimes I'll fold it in half and I'll just see. I have mine like this. Just sitting up somewhere. And then randomly you'll say, ladies, what is this? Anybody know what this number means?
4 days till Christmas.
Okay, but you get like all kind of crazy answers normally. Y'all are jewelry ladies, so you know. So when people answer it, I'll say, I have a prize for whoever can tell me what this is. Okay? So you can either do a prize or extra tickets. It really doesn't matter, whichever. And a prize, I'm talking about a candy cane. So you can do something, just super simple and cheap like that. Don't spend a whole ton of money. Okay? So that's one fun thing. And ladies really do like that one. All right, the next one we are going to play, raise your hand or clap at me if you know Left, Right, Christmas. These were intended to be like all this. All right. It's not here. Oh, no, it's not. I was going to use this one. Okay. All right, so ladies, we're going to play a fun game. And who's going to be my jewelry show? Because nobody's sitting together.
No, just put it like
I'm going to do them right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you're in my jewelry show, and all the way to Megan. So y'all are in my jewelry show. Okay, so every time I say the word left, you're going to pass it left. If I say the word right, you're going to pass it right. Okay? And whoever wins at the end is going to win that. All right? Let me come over here so that I'm not off the camera. Once upon a crisp fall day, a woman named Susie Wright left her cozy home, left her cute kids, left her cuddly husband, left her pets, left her sink full of dirty dishes.
I love that.
So she would be right on time to get started with her Christmas shopping. Yes, you are right. She was going to a premier jewelry show. She had received an invitation and right then realized there were only 8 weeks left for Christmas shopping. I'm guessing, I don't know. Now she entered her friend's home. She looked to the left and she looked to the right, and in her mind she checked her Christmas list twice because she was afraid of missing a name. She was very careful to be sure no one was left off her list. She had a great time right there in her friend's living room. And she and the other guests played the left, right, left game. They were having so much fun. They saw lots of earrings, necklaces, rings, and pins. They were so beautiful. It left Susie wanting some for herself too. Right then, she knew she didn't just want to be Santa's helper. She also wanted to get decked out herself. She had a big problem. because of her budget, someone would get left off her Christmas list. But then she remembered the great hostess benefits and decided to book a home show right away. And there's our winner! Yay!
Let me see.
Okay, that's a fun, very easy game because all you're doing, ladies, is read it. Now, I encourage you to practice reading this in front of the mirror so you're not going once upon a time. Like do it with expression and excitement in your voice and kind of pause at the left and the right because half the time people are trying to figure, they're doing this. Do y'all know that?
Yes.
No, they're sitting there going, wait, my leg ring? Okay. So just give them a second. But it's a lot of fun. And that one doesn't cost a lot of money.
When do you do that one? When do you do it?
You can do it right at the beginning, just as an icebreaker. Okay. Yeah. Just, hey, ladies, we're going to start out with a game. In the family. Okay, so the next game we're going to play. Now, don't do both of these games at your shows.
Is that too much?
Well, I mean, I guess you could, but don't like. All right, so if you have a piece of paper, you're in our game.
Or if you do, use this in the back segment. As their list.
Yeah, you can. This is what you can do with this. If you like both the games, do the first one as an icebreaker, and then if you want to use them both, just pass this out right before your fashion segment, and this is how it works. Okay. All right, ladies, you have a piece of paper in front of you that looks like this. Everyone get it out. Okay, and it says, ho, 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 3 in a row. So in just a second, I'm going to start showing you guys all the tricks and all the fun things the jewelry does. Okay? Now, if you like that piece, or you think, oh, my sister would love that piece, okay? I just want you to write it down. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Though I am a jewelry lady, I don't know the names of all the jewelry, okay? So don't tar me, promise. All right, so if it's something purple, I'll just say the purple piece, because that's what I'll call it in a minute. All right?
She gave you in that tray. You don't need to do more than that.
So, she gave me a purple tray. But, okay, so what you'll do is you'll fill it, and you need to have the whole thing filled out. And then at the end, I'm just going to randomly draw pieces of jewelry until someone has 3 in a row. And this is your free space. Y'all got the directions? Good? Anybody don't understand? Okay. All right, girls. Now, I'm just now looking at this tray. Okay, this is a... Yes.
Also, with Ho-Ho 3 in a row, I've used the little peppermints as their game pieces.
Markers. Oh, such a cute idea. Thanks, Brianna. Did y'all hear that? She uses the peppermints as markers, as her game pieces. So that's another little tip. Okay, ladies, so I'm going to show you, start out with what I'm wearing. Not my crown, because it's this. This wrap bracelet, not the rubber band either. This wrap bracelet is one of my top selling Christmas gift items, and it is a great base for arm candy, which I'll show that in a minute, okay? So here is that, and then you pass it around. And so I'll tell them if you like this, just write wrap, okay? All right, and then the next one, y'all know chevron is all in, right? Totally love chevron. This, y'all catch this, it is a chevron bracelet, okay? So, and then you just pass that around and say chevron. So it's just your fashion show, whatever you like, doesn't matter. All right, and then this, ladies, this is going to be, I have a feeling, and then I would also show the Proverbs with it. These 2 pieces are going to be, I have a feeling, 2 of the top sellers for Christmas because they're great gift items. They are not super expensive. This one has all 4 of my kids' initials on it, but you can, if you have a friend, you can just put her initial. Yeah, everybody's turn off your cell phone. Sorry about that. And so then I would, pass that around. All right, so y'all write down, this is called Keeping It Personal. I do actually know the name of that one. And then this one is called the Proverbs Necklace, so y'all can write that one down. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now look. This, have y'all learned, how many of y'all have skinny little arms? Ain't nothing. Yeah. So for those, now, see, you may want to wear these super cute bangles. They're stretch, but they might fall all the way down your arm and annoy you. So what you need is a bracelet stopper. So you put that and it stops that from happening. Okay? So that's one of my favorite things I learned last month. So this one you're going to write down bracelet stopper, and this one you're going to write stretchy bracelets. So y'all see, I don't actually know. I think these are called deco. Can't get enough. See? Can't get enough. Yay! And I have another place, the pearl bracelet or something. It's a glam.
And she's
And that's zigzag.
Okay, so y'all get the idea. So what you would do then, when you're all done at the end, so you've done your booking, your sponsoring, everything. All right, ladies, we are going to see who has 3 in a row. You ready?
So you have to show 8 pieces.
Yeah, how many?
You need to show more than that.
I do.
You need to show more. Probably.
Because not everybody's going to write it down.
I do it as my fashion show, and just so anything y'all like, in my fashion show, whatever, then that's like where they write them down, and I'll say make sure y'all are filling things out,
And do a combo of things that are simple, because some things when they have all those tricks, it really stresses ladies like me out. I wasn't a jewelry lady wearer lady earlier. So this is right up my alley. This was a stretch for me today. I wanted Candy to be proud of me.
Yay, I feel like I did the same thing.
So what I usually do is I will, when I do this, I show my 5 basic combinations, like a few pieces that do a lot, and then in between there, when I pass something, so like if I pass this wrap, I might pass 3 other bracelets with it. And I'll just say, ladies, there's some extra jewelry coming around. If you like that piece, just write down what it looks like. So because all you're doing is you're just pulling it up, so they'll know if they have it on paper or not. So you see why it's not important to know the names? Okay. All right, so let's go. Y'all ready? And you just hold up. There's one. Y'all just pretend you're marking yours off. Okay, here's the next one.
Gorgeous.
She gets a ticket. Bravo. And we'll pretend I showed. This is the purple one.
Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah. I mean, okay, so then you just keep pulling them up until someone says, "Hello, she wins! Yay! Good job. All right.
The directions are on the top of that paper.
They are, totally. Thanks for throwing me a bone. Okay. And then I will pass. If you already have this at home, if you already have it, then just pass it on and we'll see if there's enough copies for everyone to end. Because I know a lot of old jewelers have it. Seasoned, sorry, not old.
I think I copied this for both of you. You can take it.
You wrote it on your website?
As far as I know, you're good.
I'm gonna I'll add the Christmas stuff under home shows, theme shows. I'll put it on there.
It's probably your make copy.
I think it is. Okay.
And the left side.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
Captain.
Can you have a pen?
Look, Julia.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so ladies, we're going to go into bookings right now. Bookings are the lifeline of your business. How many of you have openings from now until Thanksgiving? How many of you have openings from now until Christmas? How many of you have 0 openings from now until Christmas? How many of you are already booking January? Okay, those are all things we're just about to talk about. Okay, so if you have, I don't know what you're saying, but you're smiling. I appreciate it.
January's a man show.
A man show. Okay, so if I had tickets, I'd give you one. We're going to get into January in just a second, so remind me. Man show, January, y'all remind me and I'll go there. Okay, so a couple of other little tips is you can do everything on red and green paper. So your guest surveys for this month, your invitations, all of those types of things. When you're doing your booking activity and your bookings, you need to really emphasize for people like me who aren't. Huh? Have what? Yeah. Can you hear me? Clap.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Mayor Beth says, can you hear me? Clap 3 times. It's like I'm a kindergarten teacher.
All right, y'all, this part's important, so we need to listen.
Okay. So when you're doing your booking activity, it's super important that you're emphasizing to people that it is a great way to do your Christmas shopping for free. Because you're going to have ladies in that room who are having fun with their friends, but they may not wear jewelry. Okay, so that is what Holly pointed out to me when I told her no, I was not going to do a jewelry show because no, I do not wear jewelry. And she said, well, Brooke, you're broke. You can totally get Christmas presents free. And then I was like, what a great idea. Okay, so point that out to ladies. That's really important. And I just do a few different fun things. Who does a version of Player Pass?
I do.
She does. Okay. All right. Versions of Player Pass are the absolute best booking activity that you can do. So you're going to stack the jewelry, show how the hostess plan works first, and then you're going to do some sort of Player Pass. So whether it's deal or no deal, Player Pass, it does not matter what you call it, but you're making them make a decision right there. But you can turn your Player Pass Christmassy, and there's a couple of ways. This is mine. So have a ball at your jewelry show. So I've just put little confetti inside of this, and then I wrote what they're going to win on the thing. So then I would just come around and ask them, do you want to have a ball, or do you want to have a show? So I have them pull it out of here because they can see it instead of giving it to them first. I'm going to put it back for this one. All right. Another Player Pass that you can do. This is Tammy's, and isn't hers way cuter? It's in a cute little box. Okay, so Tammy has hers very similar. She has these cute little balls, but she has the prize folded up so they actually can't see it. So you could have everyone pick out your favorite ornament, and then if you want to schedule a jewelry show, you get the prize that's written on the side of it. Okay. Another one that I love is at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They have those clear Christmas balls, and I just bought the wrong ones by accident, that open in half. And you can actually put the prize in there and just push some tissue paper around it. So then they open it and they get what's inside. So that's another, you just do red or green tissue paper, make it real cheap. And it's something like, this is stuff that is in my closet, and I just use it every single year. So that's what I mean, don't spend a lot of money. The free cheap way, how many people have old wrapping paper already somewhere?
I do.
So, you can do your Player Pass with our cute Premier boxes. You can put a cute Christmas bow on top, very simple. Or you can wrap the top, you know how you wrap the top and the bottom so it'll still open, in Christmas wrap. And that would be free because y'all already have boxes and you already have wrapping paper to do your Player Pass that way. So that's another one.
Real quick, can you give some suggestions to new jewelers who are using the boxes for pass and play?
Sure. How many of you have no idea what I'm talking about, Player Pass? That's a jeweler. Okay. Do we have boxes? I was just going to do it.
Stack them?
Yeah.
Can stack them.
Hey, Brooke, I love you.
I love you, Susan.
With the Christmas like ornament balls, I don't think they figure out their price of it.
Hey,
No.
Brooke.
They're, here, I'll pass it around. Okay, she's getting me some boxes, and while she's doing that, I'll demonstrate in a second. This is another way. I have these at checkout. So if they schedule a jewelry show, then one of two things. You can put, these are on the incentive store. They can pick a present from under my tree, and I just write different things in there. So whatever's written in there, they get, and I'll talk about in a sec. Or you can hang bracelets from your Christmas tree. They can pick a bracelet. So those are a couple of things. Do I have the question? All right, ladies. So I know you guys are having fun tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show y'all how the free jewelry works. Okay. So I'm going to call our hostess up here. Y'all say hello to Judy.
Hi, Judy.
She's a beautiful hostess. Okay, so Judy, now I appreciate you so much. You support my family, and I thank you so much. Premier also appreciates our hostesses. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that works. So Premier gives our hostesses 30% of their sales in free jewelry. All right, hold your. So I'm going to show you 25, 50, 75, 100, 25, 50. Y'all, this is what you get free at an average jewelry show. That's pretty awesome, right? Okay, well, she can also shop at half price if she wants to. So hold out your other hand. You can get up to 8 items as a hostess, but I'm not going to make her hold that many, so I'm just going to give her 4. Don't yell at me, that's okay. All right, so there's that. Now, she also can earn 2 $50 bonuses, girls. So there's one $50 bonus for keeping her date and having some orders from those friends who can't come that night, because you know everybody can't come on that night you pick. And then she's also going to get another $50 bonus if 3 of you ladies here schedule jewelry show. Anytime that works in your schedule, that's going to help her get $50 in free jewelry. So isn't this awesome, girls? I mean, I tell ladies all the time, if you're having fun and you're loving the jewelry, it is crazy not to do a jewelry show, because look at all that you get for free. Now for this stack right here, it's just $20, because it's just tax and shipping. All right, so give her a hand. She did great.
I got it.
Thank you. Okay.
Go to the left. I got it.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass everybody a box. Thank you.
Go jog it. You did it until you have it.
All right, I'm going to pass out everyone a box. Okay? Now, I'm going to come around. Now, you have something pretty awesome inside your box. I want you to hold it like this, because it's super special. Don't shake it. No shaking, no peeking. Okay? Just hold it up. Okay, you got it? Just put it on me. All right, I'm watching you. Okay. All right, now I'm going to come around in just a minute, and you are going to get a chance to look and see what's inside your box. Okay? If you choose to open up your box, then you're going to get whatever prize is in there. Okay? Now, y'all, there's some awesome things in there. I've got jewelry in there. There's some discounts in there. There's all kind of fun stuff. You're going to want to look in there. All right? And then you're also going to get extra tickets for our drawing tonight. Okay? You can get up to 20 extra tickets. Isn't that awesome? Okay? And then you are also going to get your very own girls' night out with me. So I'm going to come to your house, bring my jewelry, and you're going to get all the free jewelry that night. Okay? So we'll review real quick. You get whatever's written in your box, extra tickets, and a jewelry show. All right? So would you like to see what's inside your box?
Yes.
Woohoo! She's going to see what's inside your box. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all. If 3 of you choose to look inside your box, and then I pull out my gift card, Judy here is going to get her $50 gift card. All right? Okay. So do you want to see what's inside your box? Okay, and just say I don't know. Do you want to see what's inside your box? I don't know. Okay, well you can just look at it. You can hang on. No, I mean you can just hang on to it and look at it in a minute.
Oh.
All right. So okay, so that was just the general gist. And then I have everyone open their boxes at the end. Thank y'all for helping me. But Shirley had asked, so now that you kind of know the general idea of what we're doing, you can put discounts in your box. You can put the little charm bracelets in your box. I don't like to have homework, so I personally put a label inside that says what they're going to win, so I don't have to restuff them. Okay, and you can put, if you want them to shake, you could throw a couple of paper clips in there so it'll shake, because no one's going to keep the paper clip, they just put it back. So that's just a couple of ideas, and it's the same if you have the basket of balls. You just go around and say, would you like to grab a ball? Or however you want to word it. Would you like to...
Shop or drop?
Yeah, you want to
Player
shop or
pass.
drop, player pass, whatever. However you like to
You want to
word
have
it.
ball? That's what you said originally.
Yeah, you want to have a ball. Thanks. Okay, so any questions about how player pass works? Sorry, that was a little rough. I wasn't planning on that. Okay.
Another suggestion for new jewelers that have just started.
Uh-huh.
I did this with Victoria, but we just kind of wrote down numbers from 1 through 10, and that was for tickets.
Uh-huh.
So whatever the number was, they get extra tickets, and then they go in for the draw.
Perfect. Yeah. So did y'all hear that? You can just do tickets, because what we have to remember, you don't have to give away a whole lot. We are the only company out there that gives away free and half price. Most other companies, when they have a home show party, they're getting to shop at a discount. We're letting them have free jewelry, okay? So our hostess plan is phenomenal. Don't forget the power of the hostess plan and showing them that stacked boxes. And I tell them, it would be crazy not to do a jewelry show. I say that at every show, because look at what you get. I mean, hello, you want it free, or you can choose to pay full price, half price, or free. I don't care. So, all right. I think I've got it. We just need to go into January. Okay, so who is already thinking about January? And let's be honest, who is not? Okay. Who knows what this is? This is your
glitter.
They're so cute. Oh, Mary! She has a glitter. Okay, this is a 2015 calendar, okay? And I know you're thinking, Brooke, it is October. I know that's an April thing.
I got one this weekend.
She's not. But it is 2015 calendar. You need to have something with you and be prepared to go ahead and book your January jewelry shows. Because a lot of people will say, Well, just call me after the new year. Okay? If you're calling them after the new year, you are going to have 0 bookings in January. You're going to have bookings for March. Do y'all understand that? You need to go ahead and get them over the hump. Okay? Go ahead and get them on your calendar. And because they may not have a calendar with them, how many of you like to hold 1 jewelry show a week? How many of you like to hold 2 a week? Okay, nobody like raising their hand for any of that. Okay, how many of you want to hold 2 in a month? Okay, at least 2. All right, so whatever your personal goals are, I want you booking double that. And I know you're thinking, Brooke, I cannot do, 12 jewelry shows in a month. All right, would you rather be stressed out with money, or would you rather be stressed out without money? I'm just saying, okay? So, if you were planning for January and October, because you have girls of all different personalities. You have girls like me who are OCD and who already have it and already wrote in it and are already excited about it and just love it and want to carry it around because it's new. And then you have girls who are like, January? That's like next year. That's like really far, far, far away, okay? But it doesn't matter who they are. You want them on your calendar. So the girls that are like, January, that's like next year, if they do fall off, you have a double cushion because January, you just really want to plan that well for your January so that you're not stuck, okay? So a few things that you can do. It's also going to determine your momentum for the new year in the spring with a new line. So a couple of things that I do is so right now I'm really pushing January at my jewelry shows. So I have a special. I'm like, girls, I know it's October, but I'm booked through Christmas. If you're not, just say, girls, I know it's October. I have a few dates left before Christmas, but I book around your busy. So if you want to book after the new year, I have a special just for you. All right? You can ring in the new year with me. All right? So when we schedule your jewelry show on my January calendar, we're just going to pencil something in. All right? And then you get to go home with a ring, and your friend Judy here is you're going to help her earn that $50 in free jewelry. Okay? And I say, girls, you may be looking at me like, January, what? You know that those are some of my very best jewelry shows because it is for the Valentine's selling season. So think about when Valentine's Day is. It comes very quickly. So if you have those January jewelry shows, you can be having your friends, helping them out get stuff for Valentine's Day. And you can just get your own thing free for Valentine's Day, give it to your husband and say, here, honey, you don't have to worry about it, okay? Another thing is they have been with their family and friends at Christmas. Their family at Christmas, they are ready to see their friends. All right, can I get an amen? Amen. Except April. I love April. She's my family and my friend. Y'all, it is cold out in January. There's not a lot of things going on. So ladies do actually like to come to your home, have some hot chocolate. We can do kind of a theme night that way. And that's how I pump up January at my shows. I usually get lots of bookings for January. My January is actually good retail. I don't know why. I think because I stay in touch. Like Judy showed the Don't Flake Out on Your Jewelry show. I send them a Christmas card. I may send them one of those cute little snowflakes if I'm on it because that's a great idea. I'm checking in with them weekly so they're seeing my name. Hey, looking forward to your jewelry show, and I'm reiterating that date so that when they get their calendar, they can put it on there. Okay? And let's see, did I leave anything? A couple of other cute little ideas. You can do It's Time to Book, so you can give any watch at half price. That's another little idea. There's usually a promotion from Premier in January. So when I book, I'll say, I'm going to tell you a little secret. But don't get mad at me if it's not happening, okay? But I've been in 9 years. And you can say whatever. You don't even have to say that. And usually, Premier has some sort of promotion in January. The reason I'm telling you is because I'm always totally booked before I find out what it is, all right? So if there is one that you can be really excited, and if there's not one, I'll just give you something extra because I don't want you mad at me. So that's exactly how I word that, and they're like, oh, really? Like, yeah, you want to get one of my secret dates because they're going to be gone. And that's true. I know y'all are laughing at me, but that is actually very true.
Yeah, you have a waiting list.
Yeah. And then another is when around Thanksgiving, you want to try to get all of your lists by Thanksgiving, all of your catalogs and hostess packets out before Thanksgiving. Why? Why do y'all think? They're going to be seeing family at Christmas, so they can be showing that at Christmas, okay? So go ahead and do that. and I totally forgot. Oh, so then after Thanksgiving, you can send out an email or a little reminder that tells them, I am doing something special because I appreciate you helping me ring in the new year. And you can do an extra bonus if they keep their original date. So I do that a lot come November, December. I'll just shoot out a little thing just to my January hostesses. I'll give you extra, you could do a pair of earrings, an extra bracelet. You can do free shipping. They don't know how much that shipping is, only $4. I'm just thinking of new jeweler things. I usually do $25 extra in free jewelry. That would cost you $12.50. So those are just some ideas just to give them a little special for keeping their date. Ooh, a Happy New Year call or text. That's also a great idea. It's very simple and easy to do. Anything that I forgot about January, girls?
New line.
Huh?
New jewelry
The
line.
new jewelry line comes out in January. And so a lot of times I'll tell them, like if they book or they're not sure, if I want them to book early in January, it's earlier now.
January 10th.
Okay, January 10th. Okay, so I will try to push before that, try to get those booked. But then once those are booked, I'll say, girls, there's a new jewelry line coming out in January. And I want you to be the first ones to be able to show it. But I don't really say that until after I've got the bookings all the way till January 10th. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. We can cover some of those, like pay the date and stuff like that. We may like reiterate that next month.
Okay, and then that was the one I was going to say, pay the date. So you can ring in the new year with me, and all you do, depending on which date you pick, that's how much you're going to pay for the ring. And so then you let them pick a ring out of the catalog. So if they're booking January 2nd, which is what you really want them to book early, they're only going to pay $2. Wow. If they book January 31st, which is easier to book, they're going to pay $31. You'll see it's called pay the date.
Yeah,
and it's
you'd rather have something than that.
Right. Okay, I think we are good for that. And then I think it's Miss Candy next. And I'll get these ideas and things on the website.
Right.
We are right on. Yep.
All right, so we are going to cover some retail. So obviously this is the busiest selling season of the year. But would you like your retail to be a little higher?
Yes.
Okay. So here's some things, and there's alternatives. Everybody's going to have shows and stuff like that, but at your shows there's some different things that you can do to create excitement. Of course, a lot of us do the spend $75, get an additional item at half price if Premier is not running a special. Okay, right now in October, sometimes they have one already. They're doing the Courage bracelet for the hostesses, so I've let everybody know that's a promotion. But then I'm also doing the spend $75. I always try to have a customer special no matter what. And so just try to think whatever works for you. But I mean, a half price item, y'all, it is not that big of a deal. Okay? If you're trying to get to Canada, it's extra points. And if you're trying to get to like one of the crown jewels, it's extra CV points that you're trying to earn. But it's something that you will get them to spend to $75 in order for them to get the half price item. And most of the time, if they're only getting like, you know, if they're at $58 or $65, I'm like, oh, you're a pair of earrings away from a half price item, or you're a clip-it away from a half price item. What do you want? And then they'll be like, oh, okay, and they'll go back and look. Or they won't have heard your special whatsoever, and they'll come up with a $150 order. And I'm like, oh, you earned 2 half price items. What do you want? And they'll go back and order 2 half price items. Now, if they happen to say, well, could I use one of those as my half price items? That's fine if you ask me that. But I'm not going to be like, ooh, I'll just make this one your half price. No. Okay? Up your retail by saying, oh, girl, you earned a half price item, or you earned 2, whatever. Because I literally will have people this time of year fill out 200 plus order forms, and those are exciting. So just know what increments of 75 equal, so you know before tax and shipping how many they've earned that you can tell them. So that's great. The turkey trot and the reindeer run. These are to do with catalog shows. And basically these are great things to go ahead and announce now, see who you can find that might be interested in just circulating a catalog for you in a fun way. And so what that means is the turkey trot, that means they're going to have a deadline before Thanksgiving, or they have to get you, does it say when they have to get it to you? Let's see. I guess, oh yeah, by December 1st is what the deadline for this one is. So they pass around the catalog, you give them a couple catalogs, with a packet, order forms, and say, hey, circulate this at your office or with your family when you're wherever you go for Thanksgiving. And then basically the weekend after Thanksgiving, she'll send you an email December 1st with all of her orders and however much. And she's in a competition with any of the other people circulating it, and then they're going to get the 20% in free because it's a catalog party, and they'll get a half price item. So they're letting them know they're getting this. You can offer them an extra incentive. You'll get a charm bracelet just for participating, or the person with the highest sales during that gets an extra $50 in free jewelry. And then of course, if they're local, you can say, hey, if you want to meet me for coffee with a couple of your friends that may want to see this jewelry in person, I can turn this into a regular show, and you could do a mini show, and those would just count as their pre-orders. But this is a fun way. Like this one says $25 just for participating and free, which again is going to up your retail because they're going to spend more than $25. So you're giving them a $25 coupon, basically, certificate, but they're going to probably order significantly more than that, so you will actually make money. But this is a fun thing that you can do. The reindeer run is pretty much the same thing. It just, whenever you pass it out, this is the one that says you get a free charm bracelet or ring, like a charm ring, which is one of these fun type things. They've got different ones for participating, and that's like now through December 13th. So it gives them an extra 2 weeks. It basically breaks down the same thing: highest sales, extra special bonus if you want to increase your free. Call me how to find out. And then this is just a fun way of saying a catalog show, because catalog show it's kind of boring. So it's a fun way to do those. Let's see. I also have started doing Facebook shows, which I know is a huge hit right now. Everyone wants to know, what are you talking about? Like, what is going on with these Facebook shows? I will show y'all in a second what exactly it is and kind of what I do. But so you understand, Facebook shows are not to be replacing your regular shows. Okay? If you want to hold X amount of shows, then you need to get on the phone. You need to hold X amount of shows, like, with people. Facebook shows are going to be like for people like me that need some extra money, extra Canada points. Why I can't do as many shows, okay? Because I'm big, huge, and pregnant. Or if you got friends and family out of town that like jewelry, you want to give them some free. It's a fun, easy, interactive way. The busy people that are way too busy to do anything for you, but they're willing to pass around the catalog. Hey, let's up the ante a little bit more personal. Let's do a fun, interactive Facebook show, okay? Those are options as far as that goes. If you try to only do a Facebook show, your business will flop. Okay, I'm just going to be flat out honest. And that's why I want to put that out there. This is not a substitute. It is just an extra added bonus. I've done a few of them. One of them was a hot mess, and that was just because I sent a message, just the girl I used to work with, saying, hey, you go around and send a whole bunch of private messages to people, trying to get them to see if they'll help you with anything. I put my why out there, and I said, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Before Dylan gets here, any chance you want to pass around the catalog for me at work? She said, can I do a Facebook show? I was like, oh, I'm going to be on a mock one on Thursday. Like, yay, we'll cancel the event I already made for you. I'm like, doing. So I went and kind of watched what to do first, and then I did one. She did not work it. She admitted she didn't work it. I ended up submitting as an individual order, and I mailed the items myself. That one didn't work out. The way you promote it, and even though I explained to her, they only want to invite their select friends they feel will actually participate. You do not want them inviting 173 friends, okay? Because then people are going to feel like, this is so not personal, I could care less about that, somebody just trying to sell something to me. You want her to invite just her select core friends and people on Facebook that you feel like would actually be willing to order or participate and actually get on Facebook. People that are always sending you game requests, they can still play games and watch. They can watch a DVR show while they play along with us, whatever. But that's very, very important to understand. You need to hostess coach her. You do not want to make the event too soon. You really want to put the event out no more than a week in advance. That way people join. I post something in it daily to keep people's interest. And then I have pre-post for that, and then I have the day of pre-post. And then and I just let people know in the actual details. This is the Facebook show. It's going to be online only from anywhere you're at. That's kind of like the directions that I put. And then she collects catalog orders just the same as she normally would to get her pre-orders. And then the night of the show, like I have one set at Thursday at 9 o'clock. Kids are in bed, people can jump on. It's about 30 to 45 minutes depending on how many people are commenting, how many people are requesting stuff. It may go an hour. So you may want to do it at 8:30 if you need to be off yourself there by 9:30 or 10. But, and then I usually leave it open for about 2 days afterwards and say we're going to be closing it out this day. So just make sure you email me or message me your order. And so that's kind of how I did that, and I'm going to pull it up and kind of go through it all with you, and kind of how I'm strategic with it, because it's a lot of work, but I'm prepared, and I have it all saved, so I'm copying, pasting, and dropping my pictures in at the exact same time. So I'm totally prepared as far as that goes, but I'm sitting at the computer in my pajamas, okay? And that's a whole lot better than unloading and loading my car and doing all that mess and going to our show. I can just sit there and eat dinner, okay, whatever. So, and then a couple other things I want to hit on before I go into the whole Facebook thing. Using the website to actually increase your pre-sales to sell more during the season, okay? You will have people that are super busy this time of year and may not be able to make it to the shows, but are totally already thinking about Christmas. Every one of my invitations have been saying how many days there are until Christmas at the time of the show. You're only going to have 60-something days to shop. You're only going to have 40-something days to shop, whatever. Make sure you bring your Christmas list. So I'm saying that to every single party, and I'm putting it on everything. So when I'm doing that, I'm either putting the link to my website on there, or I'm tell the hostess in advance. As soon as you know people will not be able to make it, go ahead and send them my link and tell them how to browse the catalog. Or as soon as they reply on the planner we can send out the cute invitations, every person that replies, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I can't make it, I'd love to see the catalog, I email them back. I have like a response, like copy to paste, like ready to go. Like, oh, I'm so sorry you can't make it. We'll totally miss you. This is a special I'm going to be running. You can take advantage of it. Here's the link. Call me if you have any questions when you're browsing the catalog. So I do that in advance. And then on my Facebook events that I have parties for, I will post some of the stuff to get excitement with the pictures and things like that. Anything you see on Facebook, just start right-clicking and save photo, okay? Put them into a folder on your pictures, folders in your computer. But, so then I have cute pictures of all, like, the top gift items, okay? So not only do I do it on Facebook, where I say, these are some of the great, here's a sneak peek of the new line, here's a sneak peek of the Christmas stuff, I can't wait till you see it in person, and then, like, if you can't make it, then here's some, these are our top gift items if you want to go ahead and knock some ladies off your list. And then I will have, like, pictures of the Heaven necklace, the Matthew necklace, the Proverbs necklace now is a great one. The Starlet bracelets are huge gift items. Anything that's, like, under $40 are the ones that I show. The Love Cuff and the Wordplay, which are these three. So those are the ones that are selling like crazy to increase your retail by having them thinking about buying gifts. That's been really, really important. Because not everybody is going to want to be hosting shows, but they can still earn the free jewelry by doing these alternative things. And using the website now has made it a big, it's more cost effective to pay your $10 a month for your website than to mail a whole bunch of catalogs across, the states and to your friends of your hostess's family and such that they want. So my first thing I tell a hostess when she's got a party this time of year, okay, do you have out-of-state family? We can go ahead and send the link to them, and they can go ahead and be your pre-orders. So that way she's going to get her pre-orders from the very beginning. You're helping her see where she can pull her pre-orders from. Before she's like, so-and-so's not coming, I don't know if I can get them the catalog, or let me see if they'll go online tonight, now they can't come. You're having her think in advance of all her pre-orders that she can get this holiday season. People are shopping, they might as well shop with y'all, okay? So those are some things. Now I'm going to actually show you, and since we're hitting on all the Christmas things, I will tell you there is a coupon I do for Halloween. Trick-or-treating, if you pass out candy, or if you're involved in a church or something group where you're with ladies, there's a really cute, I'll just have to go find it, it's just a picture image I send to Walgreens, and I print them in bulk, and then they just basically say, Happy Halloween, something to do with the mom, here's a treat for mom instead of the kids, and you can attach it to a piece of candy, or you can just, put it, it's just cute, that you can literally just tie some piece of chocolate to it or something. But that's popular, and that way you're not wasting your ink. You're literally getting them for like 9 cents or 10 cents a piece to get them a whole bunch of them at Walmart. And then I usually either put a label on the back, has been the easiest thing for me, or you can staple a coupon to it if you want to, but it says 40% off, you know, an item to call me. And so I put my website on the back, just a label. It says, check out my website, and, you know, call me with your order. So that's just a way to get your name out there kind of cheaply, and you can stick it in all the trick-or-treat bags if you are one that hangs out and passes out candy. So that's that. All right. Let me pull this thing back up here. How much time do I got? A couple minutes, cool. All right, let me get this thing back on. Oh, I'm disconnected on the line. Give me a second, we gotta connect back to her internet. It popped me out. Okay, so who is familiar with Facebook and how to create an actual event? Okay. Yeah, you will actually have to create the event. So this is one that I had created before. Can everybody see? I'm trying to think where I should move so y'all can see and I'm not in the way. Okay, so y'all can see the how to do it. Does everybody in here know how to create an event on Facebook? Okay, let me go back out real quick and show you how to create an event. You just click your home page, go over to the left, and where it says events, you will click events, and then you will click create. Okay? And that's it. And then once you click it, you will type in the name, the details, where you're having it, change the date, add the time, etc. Okay? So I'm going to cancel out of that. This is actually Kelly's invitation. I'm just going to show y'all real quick. If you hit edit, when you're in the event, once you create it, if you hit edit after you've put your stuff in, you scroll down here where it says host. That is where you put your hostess's name. Okay? Because whoever's hosting it with you, you create the whole thing and then you add your hostess as a host at the bottom. Okay? And at that point, you're done, and then she will get the message that this event has been created, and she will go in and she will invite her friends. Over here is invite. So when she gets it, she will have joined, and then she can click invite, and it's going to pop up a page like this, and she's going to be able to go in and invite all her friends. So I can either go to, like, she can find all her Decula area friends, or she can go and find whatever. She will select them all and send the invitations. Okay? I'm going to go back to past events so I can find the one that I did so you can kind of get an idea. But I did this girl's page. So I just took a cute cover photo, I changed the event cover, and I made it a cute premiere one. You can find all these everywhere on Facebook. I have just started saving them forever, so I have like folder after folder of them. And then so it says wherever you are on Facebook, okay. So I have like my blurb copied and pasted. I just drop it in there. I have like a document that I saved everything. I kind of pulled from other people's stuff. Still not like 100% of where I would like it, but it works. I just take all this and I drop it in. I change the person's name, and that's about it, of whose party it is. And so this one, it just says, hey, have some fun with some girlfriends, talk about accessories, and never have to leave your house. Put on your comfy PJs, grab your computer, and get ready for some girly fun from wherever you are. It's all on Facebook. And then I run a special, so it's got my link down here already. They get points for doing things. Then I just do a drawing for something basically cheap. This person says, how do you know Gina Carroll? Okay, so my post, there you name them basically. So this one says post 10. On that one, that was like my last post. It's like so hard to hold. Okay, so that was like my last post. But the reason they're coded like that, post 1 through post 10, is so if someone joins late, they can go back through and follow the flow. Because as people comment on them, they're going to switch places on where they're at. So, like, that was like time to place an order, 30, I'll stay on for 30 more minutes to answer questions so you can wrap up your order, blah, blah, blah. And people were commenting, this is like, whatever, people comment. This was like, what's your favorite? That was something I posted as a pre-post earlier during the week. Just to get people to interact and to see something fun and to tell me what their favorite one was. This was like, just something fun. Maybe you see a lot you love but you can't afford it. Guess what? You can get it free. Host a Facebook party. Tells them they can get it 20% off. And it's a catalog show is how you enter it. If you do not meet with them and do a mini show, okay, U+2 or whatever, you treat it as a catalog show. So that's why it says you get an extra 10 points right now if you message me and tell me you want to host a party on Facebook or live. And it tells if they host a live party, they'll get the 30% and free, the bonuses, and the half price. This was me showing, like, I posted a bunch of pictures of the jewelry, and somebody just started commenting on them. But see, these were like, told you, my gift items that I love.
Candy, do you tell them to comment, or they just know?
They get points to comment. So then, like, post 8 was one that I put in there, are you ready for some retail therapy? And then I posted just a whole bunch of pictures of pieces. I'm using those other board things,
Yeah.
which I didn't have initially, so I'm just going to do those, which actually have the prices on them, and I'll show y'all that. This is where I said, hey, here's my special, receive an additional item at half price with every $75 purchase. This is where I explain the guarantee, and the S is to avoid. As we were wrapping things up, this is how I showed the versatility. The pieces that you could wear multiple ways. And you usually leave 3 to 5 minutes max in between the post. You don't want to do them too fast, depending on what you're showing. But, like this was like, stylists suggest wearing 6 to 11 accessories to have a pulled together look. This can include glasses, painted nails, purse, belt, of course, jewelry. And then these are some cute fashion boards. And so I show them some fun looks with the jewelry, with the fashion boards. And I just have them pre-selected. Like my intro was, here's a picture of me. And this was like keep calm and roll call. So they had to like roll call, tell me who was on, like what, and then like I think it even said like what are you wearing and what snack do you have or something like that. Just something fun you can do. This was a post that says, like look at the difference with her with no jewelry and with jewelry. And then I found some other before and after ones. I found some that show the 3/4 length sleeve, universal sleeve length, makes a big difference. So I'm covering fashion in there at the same time, and like look how much different and pulled together she looks up there at the top between changing the jacket. And then if you don't have a lot of money, the best thing you can do is spend money on your accessories. And that's what these cute little posts say. And then I did, while we were waiting on a few others to join, here's a little bit more of Premiere and how I started, like why I started Premiere, just so people know. And if they want to, I said it comes with a no stalker guarantee, and this lady said, no stalker guarantee, what is that? I said, it means you can listen to a call and I won't stalk you, it's just info, no pressure. She said, gotcha. And then here's were just some, fun, basic staple pieces, you want to have in your wardrobe. 30 minutes before it actually started, I did your husband called and said it's okay to buy anything you want. There's one like a pre-post right before we get started, like 5 minutes left, get excited, it's almost time to party, and I have like my blurbs ready to go. This says got my PJs on, snack ready, see you soon. And so this was like the very beginning of the day. It should say party tonight on a chalkboard, but it's just a reminder to log on your computer. So it's telling them, I also will personally send messages up here. Hold on, sorry. So if you go over here to these little dots, you can contact guests. This will be the last thing I show, just so people always are like, huh? But if you go over there and click contact guests, it'll actually pop them up. For some reason it's not connecting anymore. But those little 3 dots, if you hit contact guests, it'll show you the people. Sometimes it will let you have access to everyone. So you can say, hey, don't forget to RSVP. You want to make sure you join the party so you can get, access to everything. Or you can contact strictly the people that said they're going. So I sent them a message, and I also, when I did that, I could see all the green lights that were on. So I could see who was on and who wasn't. And so then I sent a message saying, hey, y'all, we're getting ready to get started. I'm so excited, I can't wait. Or at the end, I was like, hey, if you missed it, it's totally okay. I want you to know we're going to keep it open until Friday. Just make sure you get me your order by then. If you have any questions, give me a call. So I reached out to them multiple times by doing that. So that's just another thing to do. So I'm happy to send you like my breakdown of what I've already got, like that's in my folders. But just so you have an idea, like my pictures are set up in folders, which is not going to let me pull them up for whatever reason. I'm disconnected again. But I actually have, can everybody kind of see my computer? I have a Facebook parties thing that literally says day of party post. And oh no, that's not the one I use. Oh, I'm sorry. It's empty. There's like games and prizes. There's pre-post ones that I use. And then I have show post. And basically they're in the order of how I need to put them in. So I'm just literally copying this. Like I will, when it pulls off a picture, you click the little picture icon to upload it. You pick the picture from Facebook, and then you drop, like you just copy and paste that post. So post one's picture, I copy and paste the words, and I add the picture, and it's done.
Candy's done a lot to organize that, so if y'all are interested in Facebook parties, just email her and she can go through all the specifics of how to do it.
But don't think they're just cake, okay? Because if you want them to work and actually be beneficial, they are at work. They're just not 4 hours, like driving and all that.
And you can do them in your jammies.
Amen.
Y'all wondering why I have pajama pants on? This is what we wore at our pajama party.
And if she had told me she was wearing those, I'll be a whole lot more comfortable. I'm dying in these jeans. Okay, dying in these jeans that don't fit.
That's why I'm wearing pajamas.
Candy,
Yes?
how do you handle them paying?
There are ways you can do invoices, and actually there's some way Square actually does invoices now, and you can actually have an entire, you can upload your entire catalog to that, but I ain't got time for all that, and I'm not that specific, and I'll have people that request receipts, so if they do, I'll mail them a handwritten one. But I just say email me or message me your order, I'll call you and get your credit card information.
Okay.
Just like I do a pre-order, it's no big deal.
A real quick question. This is all through the event? You
Through the event.
There's nothing special?
No, just create the event, and all that's done through the
You
event.
post it with the event.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
We've had some really good training tonight. I hope y'all are ready for the holidays and rocking it out. I want to go through the quick announcements, and then we'll do our drawings and cookie winners. Okay? Some things to remember. We do have the Courage promotion going on, and that is through October 31st with the bracelets for your hostesses and so forth. Then we also have another promotion, the $300 in free jewelry for new jewelers through November 30th. So you guys don't forget that. That is huge. But, now prospects, shut your ears. When you're sharing this, don't say it's through November 30th. Say this month we can give you $300 in free jewelry. Okay, to try to encourage them to do it now. Because you know how women are. If we have time, we take it. Right? So,
And just a little note on that. The reason you want to encourage through the end of October, when are the best jewelry shows going to be right now?
November.
Yeah. So if they procrastinate just because they think they have a really long time, they're really missing out on that November selling season.
Yes,
So it really is
exactly.
for their benefit.
Right. Okay, we also have anybody that's focused on designing and getting to Canada. That's qualifications through February 27th. Yay. I'm going to Canada, qualified. Yay, going to Quebec. I want y'all to come with me. Next Fun to Share is October 27th at Brooks. This is when you invite people just specifically to hear about Premier, have a fun night, enjoy some dinner, get a free piece of jewelry. Y'all, even if they're not interested, invite them just for a fun night. So come hang out with me, have a fun girls' night, see what I do, and maybe you know somebody that might be interested. Okay? They don't have to be interested to be invited. All right, our next training is Monday, November 10th. It will be here. and it's our thankful training. So you'll get to hear about what we do at our thankful training. It involves real food. Okay? Yes. Yummy. Thanksgiving, thankful.
Yum.
And then rally registration is about to open. Rally is January 10th. You all want to mark your calendars for rally. It's in our backyard. It's in Atlanta, right around the corner. You don't want to miss that. It's only one day. So more information will come out.
How much is it?
It was $38 last year. $38. Yeah, everybody should be able to afford it.
Oh, so you go online and pay, right?
No excuses.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll
And you
open
get
it
the
up for you. And you will get a discount on the jewelry further than the discount we currently receive. Okay? So that's all our announcements, and I'm going to do some prizes. Is there anybody in here that did not sign in and get tickets? If y'all would go real Okay, ladies, I'm going to announce our big cookie winners. Everyone's excited about the cookies. Did you love them? She said I love. Okay, well, our number 2 winner with the yummy reindeer droppings was Judy. So, Judy, come on up here and pick your prize. Judy was box number, or cup number 2, cookie number 2, if y'all remember that, the reindeer droppings. Reindeer poop. I know it's the worst name for their all. So anything that is from here over there, you can pick one. Judy! What's up, girlie?
You give her a high five.
All right, and then our number 1 winner of the best cookie of the night was April Johnston. And April, what are they called?
The white chocolate peanut butter cup.
The white chocolate peanut butter cup things. It was number 18. And you get. She got it 2 years in a row, so y'all better do better next year. And you can pick one of those, but this is better. This is Steve Lacey. See, you know Steve and Penny Lacey? Well, he came and performed for us at Haven, and this is one of Steve's.